Hi, my name is Joshua Dover, and I'm going to be talking about crude oil pipelines directly related to the sand oils. So, there are three major pipelines directly connected to the sand oils, which is the Keystone XL pipeline, which runs from Alberta to Texas and Illinois, Enbridge Line 3, which runs from Alberta to Minnesota, the Trans Mountain Pipeline, which runs from Alberta to British Columbia and Washington. Now, these three pipelines carry crude oil to refineries where they are then processed and transported throughout the neighboring countries, the own country, or other countries. Now, for the Trans Mountain example, one of the big things is transporting oil to China from the BC ports. Now, currently, the Trans Mountain Pipeline is under big development. They're currently adding an extension to the pipeline so that way they have a higher capacity of transportation from Edmonton to BC and Washington. Now, this has brought a lot of controversy because of past problems that people have had with the pipelines affecting things like the environment and the communities. Now, this has created two groups. The indigenous communities who look at the Trans Mountain Pipeline as a danger to the indigenous communities and its surrounding environment, and the indigenous people who see this can bring jobs and money to their community. Now, the advantages that this could bring to the community is this money and jobs. Now, we can actually see this in the Enbridge Line 3 replacement project that took place. Now, when this was taking place, 98 indigenous communities took part, and this brought a lot of jobs and money to the community. And more recently, Canada has bought the Trans Mountain Pipeline and its extension due to the controversy. And one of the first things that they said is that they would provide more indigenous involvement in the development of the extension, which could possibly bring money and jobs to the environment, but it's not guaranteed. Now, does this outweigh the problems? Definitely not. The environmental and community impacts that the pipeline causes is astronomical. So, one of the big toxic chemicals that's located in the pipeline itself is PAH. So this can actually cause neurological and immunological effects to people in the community and the environment surrounding it. Now, what I mean by this is things like fetal defects, early births, cancers, and absolutely terrible things. And the other toxic chemical is butane, which is highly toxic to the environment itself. Now, if a pipeline were to spill, it would go directly to the closest aquifer, affecting other sources around it, and it would be devastating to the environment. So I would not recommend Canada to ever build this new extension.